Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimmy Disu. And of course, we all know the news that we heard this morning. Most of you would have heard my comments at 7:30. Usually I don't feel inclined to want to repeat them. But the thrust of what I said about the emergence of Bola Tinubu as the president-elect is that, well, the most important thing now is that you must have a clear understanding of the country that you are living in, and you must now begin to work out in your head plans for you to adjust yourself if need be. The most worrying part of it all, though, was the the ethnicization of the if that is the right word to use, of the election, which I must say has divided us significantly. How we are going to be able to heal that wound will depend on each and every one of us as an individual. But what is most important is this country belongs to all of us equally. It is important that we stress that. It belongs to all of us equally. Oh, what a time. The campaign was very tough. Like I said this morning, the gentleman who has emerged the winner, to give it to him, has been extremely dogged. And he threw everything into it, including like they say, including the frying pan. But that's the way politics goes. That's the way politics goes. It's not a complete gentleman's game. Not that we should encourage things, but it's not a complete gentleman's game. And I also remember saying this morning that in other countries where institutions are protected, like the FBI and so on and so forth, a lot of the allegations against the INEC, the beavers and all these things, would be thoroughly investigated. And if there's anybody, no matter how important you are, involved in any form of malpractice, they'll pay for it. But that is not going to happen in Nigeria. I don't even know which body you'll call upon to do that kind of exercise. But back to what I said, be conscious of the country that you live in. Okay? And let's all try and keep the peace. I don't know whether the Labour Party would want to go to court. I think I read something somewhere that said their spokesman said that it might just be a waste of time and, of course, resources. Because those sons are in the waiting, the senior advocates are in the waiting, to make a killing from all this. Okay, so what we have discarded, we have, not discarded, we will not do Diabumi today because this is a significant development. Rather, we will have an open mic, but we will treat that open mic with a lot of caution. And there'll be zero tolerance for the things that I always say we shouldn't do. You will stick to the 1 minute rule, express yourself about the results, and you will stick to the 1 minute rule, and you will make sure that you mind your language. Remember that all calls are traced if the need arises. And I've let you into a secret that I remember somebody who called one day made one remark. Before I left the studio, by the time I got to the reception, there was a call waiting for me. Those who are, who have that responsibility to monitor. And the number had to be given and the number traced. So no threats. Unlike somebody who called in about 2 days ago, we should hit the streets. None of that is going to happen. And if you watch on YouTube and Facebook, you see that the lady sitting next to me, Obon, she's look at her sunglasses. Morning, Feta. Is this color? What happened? Are you sure you don't have Apollo?
I don't have Apollo.
Okay, cheer up, guys. There's life continues. Nothing spoiled. One day, Sha, I know I can tell you that we'll be free. Okay? So we'll take the calls one by one. Please don't call with speakerphone. Put the phone to your mouth. Switch off the radio. Don't call in a kitchen or a bathroom, anywhere that is tiled to the top, because we will get some echo, make listening to you a bit more difficult. So we'll take our first caller of the day. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir. Hello.
Thank the chairman, thank the security agent for giving us a very beautiful and credible event.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, but the line is not clear. Can you call back, please? We can't, we can't hear you very well. Let's pick up the next. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Jerry. Good morning.
Morning.
I like the last line that you said that one day, hopefully, we'll get it right.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be my own lifetime that is going to happen.
Yes.
I woke up this morning to the news. I was crying. I wasn't crying because I'm a sore loser.
Mm-hmm.
I was crying because the election was not free and fair.
Yes.
Yes, was not free and fair. So that was what actually, turned me down, turned me off. I look at my children. I'm like, where is the hope going to come from?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's not going to jack out of this country.
Yeah.
And, if it was free and fair, and my proposed person, my own candidate did not win, I will not be angry. I will say that's the will of the people, And I was okay. The will of the people is the person who won, and let us rally around him. But this was robbed of me. My father-in-law, my older folks, most of them are saying they're never going to vote again. These are people over 70 years. They're never going to vote again. I'm so sore right now.
Are you going to vote March 11, though?
I'm going to vote.
Okay, thank you. All right. Rather than say it wasn't free and fair because, we must do things according to the law. I'm sorry. People who expect me to show my inner feelings must realize that sitting in this chair, I'm sitting here as a professional. Okay, so do not mistake some of the things I say here for my real inner feelings. One has to. So I'll just say that there was cause for worry. In a diplomatic manner, so that I don't ignite something in people. Of course, there's cause for worry, and I don't know whether free and fair is the right word to use, but it certainly didn't turn out right. Definitely, because the two factors that were supposed to make it not just free and fair, but to be seen as to be free and fair, the beavers and the uploading, never happened or didn't happen to the optimal whatever. Let's take another call here. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Hi, thank you. This is Rita.
Feta.
Rita.
Oh, Rita. Oh,
Yes,
I thought you
Jimmy.
said this is Feta. I was wondering, she's right beside me. Very
Jimmy,
good.
giving us what I am down right now.
Yes.
I still have faith and believe in this Nigeria. And what I have to say, Uncle Jimmy, to INEC, what you promised, my open mic, is not what you give to us. So next time, try your best and give Nigerians what you promised them.
Okay.
Thank you.
God bless you. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, sir, my name is PUJ. I'm so disappointed. Really disappointed, devastated. On Friday last week, around 1 p.m., I shut down. I have a shop in Aja. I live in the milestone, somewhere at the road. I was in Ikoyi. I have to close down my shop to go to Ikoyi on Friday. On Saturday, I went to court because I believe so much in my candidate. But see the result and everything that INEC did. Sincerely speaking, sir, I'm not sure I'm going to vote anymore. I mobilized people, and everybody came out. And from Edo State, if you see what I did, the more in short.
Okay. Eh, cool. Just take it easy, okay? I mean, it's not the end of the world. Just take it easy. I would suggest and advise people to, maybe it's easier for me because I'm a professional, and B, because I've seen elections and situations like this come and go. Anything politics can produce anything, I must say. And it's not in politics, the best man might not always win, but somebody wins anyway. And so it's best to, I tell you what, from Saturday night, I finished here at about 12 midnight with Sheriff. Okay, and from that moment on, I stopped watching TV, refusing to have any interest in the TV show of announcement of results. Of course, there were a lot of things that were irritating. How wouldn't I be? I'm a human being, But what I did was to just shut off and wait for the end results. As soon as I was told that the beavers and whatever, were not uploading, I just shut off completely. But like I said, well, that's the way it goes, and that's the way it goes. We learn. I wouldn't say don't vote again, because you must keep at it. You'll end up doing it all your life. That's what you'll do. We've been at this. Okay, so some of you might not know. When we had the 12 2/3 saga with the UPN and MPN, some of us were involved in all that, And so we've seen it over and over. But this is even nice. The one that sent us dying completely was the Abiola whatever. After we were all shouting and dancing in the streets, the military came and annulled the election. Just like that. All right, it's the Daily Digest with GB Disu. We have an open mic on today's elections, and, there's not much to be said on my part, but we'd be glad to listen to you. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Godman.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, a lot of us, when this policy came and the suffering was just like a wave of affliction on a lot of us, we were like, people would have hit the streets to protest and all that, but they were like, I have an opportunity to vent my offense or vote to remove bad government if I feel this government is not bad. And that's why we had the patience to wait. And then because of the beavers, we felt that this is going to be very transparent for all to see.
Yes.
The pain here is not even about, if everybody had seen this thing uploaded to the INET portal, everybody sees the transparency and the fairness. And they know that even though I lost my candidate lost, so it was very open for all to see.
Yeah.
Nobody will feel the pain they're feeling now. So INEC really, really did a very... the damage is so much. So, some people now, their hearts can't even bear because of what the sacrifice they made to see that they vote. It's so painful. I just want to say that this is very unacceptable for many of us. And I think that we carry this to the courts and bring to the end of it. Nigerians should pick it up if they are not satisfied with this.
Okay. Now, I can feel your pain, but maybe because we've been through that pain before. I mean, the Abiola election that produced Abiola, option A4, it was visible. You would count there and then. You count persons there and then, and you know who has won and who has lost. So Abiola won. And then it was just annulled. So if you're talking about pain now, the pain at that time was unbearable. Maybe because because the Abiola election, so many people worked for it. And we're hoping. I mean, he crossed the ethnic boundaries. I think he beat Tofa in his hometown. Then, so some of us have been close to the fire and now learn that don't get too close and don't let it burn you. I'd advise you need to be careful about your mental state. This is how depression sets in. I'd advise people to get ready to survive this new phenomenon that we are going to have. You must think of yourself to find out how you are going to survive in the first instance before you can start contributing to a change one more time. Okay, stabilize yourselves. I've gotten letters and notes from people who are completely depressed. It doesn't go that way. You keep up the fights, legally, and you go and re-strategize. I don't think we've seen the last of Peter Obi in politics. I know we've probably seen the last of Atiku. I don't think in 4 years' time he'll be coming up again to ask that people should vote for him. I think by now he would have come to the conclusion that that politics is not, presidency just wasn't meant for him. But I don't think we've seen the last of Peter Obi. In fact, this is a beginning. I'm thinking if Peter Obi comes out in another 4 years, if he comes out in another 4 years, he'll probably come out with a larger force and be better prepared for all these shenanigans. Let's see how it goes. Okay? Let's pick another call here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Yes.
This is Chinenwa calling.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, I think since this morning I've been hearing people saying I cannot vote again. I think my husband said it. I keep on educating him, talking to him this morning.
Oh, you are petting him?
So, hello?
You did pet him?
So this, although the process, the way it moves, it created a lot of voter apathy in so many people's minds. But the good thing is that, before, when this election is conducted, you'll be hearing 1 million, 2 million. But this beaver, it did a lot of job. It's only the presidential that has issues. Look at, I don't know whether you hear the Okada man that won, is it the House of Rep, the Senate in Abuja, Labour Party. Before now, such a thing doesn't happen.
Okay. So there are some positives. What you are saying is that there are some positives in all this.
I can't hear you well.
Oh my God! What's a pity.
Hello?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. You said something.
I said, so what you're saying is that there are some positives in this election that,
Yes. So what I'm saying is that people should let us not relent. Let us come out. Because if these people, if this party that won at the center, this party that they created in paper and people keep going backward, it will affect this one that is coming. And what it means that the party will spread their tentacles everywhere. The people keep coming out to vote for the next one. It will not be like that. So people should try as much as possible, and even manage your anger, please. Okay. I want people to try to manage their anger.
Okay,
please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Hello, good morning.
Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
No, it's Adishewa now from Ikodu. You don't remember my voice again?
Do you know how many voices I listen to in a day?
This is the only male voice in your caller.
Okay, please go on.
Well, Uncle Jimmy, I think the place, the moment the Beavers Wahala started, that's where that broke the camel's back for me. Because, do you know, my son was not in the same district that he's supposed to vote. I had to give him money. He traveled to his district. You can see that determination. You can see that passion in there. So I think we all came out en masse, but the disappointing part was that beaver obstruction. And Mahmoud will have done a very good job. Maybe 2 days after, a day after the uploading was now going on and the servers was now down, he would have addressed us. He would have. If he had done that, maybe, there's something, you agree with me, Uncle Jimmy, that there's something called human factor. We are led by what we hear.
Yeah.
A lot. So if he had come down and talked to us, we're having problems with our servers, people will not start thinking, there's something going on, there's this going on, there's that going on. So to me, I'm really disappointed, really. But it won't stop me from being a Nigerian.
Okay, thank you very much. I can take just one more call, 1 minute. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, who's calling?
Mercy from Ikorodu.
Yes, ma'am.
So, in all these things, what pisses me off mostly is the over-relax that the INEC chairman is feeling. Because each time I'm watching him throughout all this result of a thing, I'm not even feeling that he's under duress, that a lot of Nigeria is looking up to him to do something. The way he's talking, the way he feels relaxed, as if maybe
you don't want him to be relaxed. Okay.
Uncle Daddy, okay, you say you stay away from television. You see, the way this man is feeling relaxed, he's not even doing as if maybe there's something that is happening in the country.
No, we don't want him to do as if anything. We want him to do the right thing.
Yes,
so
the right thing.
Yes. Okay, I have to take a break. I have to take a commercial break. We'll take a commercial break and then we'll be right back.
Don't touch that dial. Daily Digest returns in a moment.
Have your say in what we say.
You always make good points.
We talk the talk, and walk the walk. We are 99.3.
You talk, we listen.
Nigeria Info.
Round the clock, we'll bring the news,
Sports,
Events.
talk,
and even more talk.
Crisis averted in aviation sector.
the conversation, your views and suggestions.
We talk on Nigeria Info.
Are you a sub-agent or an affiliate? Register with onboard.com. We've got competitive fares, airline commission, plus 24/7 support. Send an email to enquiries@onboard.com. That's onboard.com. Call 0916-001-0333 and WhatsApp us on 0908-329-4000. Onboard.com. Discover a new way to travel.
Guy, if I tell you all this plenty airtime and data, who are they take flex? Now dash glow dash me, you go believe.
Dash get for this kind of economy. I beg you.
Joy.
Wait, oh, you mean 1,000 naira welcome bonus plus 10 times airtime bonus?
Yes.
Plus double data again?
Yes.
For which universe now?
The glow break the universe now. You want try?
Oh, more. No wonder boys they flex anyhow on top phone 247 non-stop. I talk calm.
My people, not let grass grow under your Lego. Go get your Glow SIM today. Dial *777# to buy and enjoy 10 times airtime bonus plus up to double data. Offer day for both new and existing subscribers there.
Glow Unlimited.
At Access, we are 28,000 employees, 180,000 agents, 700 branches, 180,000 connected POS, and 2,883 ATMs strong, serving our more than 52 million customers in Africa, Europe, Asia, and UAE across 17 countries. With a total asset of 15 trillion naira, we are the largest bank in Nigeria and top 10 in Africa. So, to the determined side hustler, the happy-go-lucky youth, the tech-savvy entrepreneur, the moms and dads with bright lives to build, the market woman with big dreams for growth, the global citizens with their roots in our soils, we are here to stay. Through thick and thin, we stand with you. Access, more than banking.
Hey, make una come on. My husband don't do me strong thing, no.
Yeah, Amaka.
What's happen? Now my husband buy me life for Valentine, no.
Yeah, Amaka. Which soup you give him?
No be soup, oh. Now from Adron Home Strong Love promo. As he buy land, they come give him 30% discount. Go ahead, microwave, give and join. No be only microwave deal. Some they collect mattress, gas burner, love hamper, cake, even water dispenser. Now only people will enjoy 40% discount. No collect gift.
Yeah, Amaka. Microwave. Why you no collect mattress?
Yes, so you say fit show strong love to your loved one this season with Adron Home Strong Love promo. Enjoy 40% discount on 24 months payment plan or 30% discount on 36 months payment plan with Poco gift items. For more Tori, call these numbers 0805 921 0054 or 0803 466 7286. This promo day from now till 6th of March 2023. Adron Home Strong Love promo. Terms and conditions dey.
Adron Homes, making the incredible affordable.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is Daily Digest with Jimmy Disu.
Yes, welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimmy Disu. And we have an open mic, you know the rules. I don't need to state them. And don't despair, please. You know, the tone of most of our callers is worrying. And I would say that brace yourself up, you know, for the days ahead. I think you should do more of thinking than of being sorrowful, if you ask me. Good morning, how are you? Hello?
Yeah, Uncle Jimmy, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
I have to congratulate the president, congratulate the INEC chairman, congratulate the security agents for good job, for giving us a peaceful and credible election.
Who's speaking, please? Chris.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Who's speaking? Chris.
This is Chris, sir.
Oh, okay, go on. Yes.
Then for the losers, Atiku, Obi, the other presidential candidate, they should not go. Nobody should go and get any fan that you are going to cause. Who owns the cause? Uncle Jimmy, some time ago, I said it, that these people will force themselves on Nigerians, and that is exactly what happened. So Nigerians should just let go. Please. Thank you, Uncle Jimmy.
God bless. Wow. That's a big one. Okay, let's pick another caller.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Uzochukwu calling from Ojo.
I know. Morning. How are you?
Thank God.
Yes.
Today I've been listening to you. This is my first time of calling.
Oh, I see. Your voice sounded familiar, though.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
What I want to tell Nigeria, we thank God for everything.
Yes.
We thank God. We give God the glory. Nigeria is a religious country. And we believe that both the Christians, the Muslims, including the non, everybody has prayed. And let's believe it that it is God that gives power to everyone. And also I want to tell every Nigerian, quitters never win. And winners never quit. So we'll continue pushing until we get it right.
Yes.
So let nobody be maybe like many people are calling, I'm done. No. Now election has come and gone. We have to face our human, how do I put it? Our human
challenges.
Yes. And let's also continue to pray. Like you said, you people started. I don't know whether I was born in 1970 something. So I don't know if I've been. You know.
I can say, you know, I grew up a lot in military rule. I went to secondary school in terms of the military. Is at uni, you know, that we started getting involved in politics again, and all the wahala between. Awolowo was the best president Nigeria never had.
Exactly.
But as to whether he was an astute politician, I'm not too sure. Because one of the things, in university we were very active. Intellectually, we were not abusing anybody, but there was no social media. And we kept wondering why Awolowo chose in the second election Philip Imoadi from the East to contest election in Nigeria. So he didn't win. But intellectually, you cannot fault. You couldn't have faulted the man. He's one of the best. Even Ojukwu, so let's keep hope alive. We've been at it for long. When Abiola too emerged, everybody thought, oh, let this man just win the ticket. And at that time, it was the military that was, that was in power. We had an option A4. People stood under the sun to be counted. So that election, to the persons that people wanted, actually won. Then, overnight, announcement came, and the election was annulled.
And that also gives me kudos for the INEC national chairman of that time.
Yes.
Who is
Professor Nwosu.
Somebody Nwosu, yes.
Yes.
Who stand, like people are saying, when are we going to get it right? Someday, we will have an individual that will not look either fear or favor of anyone, that will stand on his ground, because where we miss it here now is that we do not have all that integrity personality to be able to say, here I stand.
Well, Professor Nwosu was a product of the military. These days, with the politicians, what you are likely to have is an INEC chairman who has, at the very least, sympathy for the ruling party. I'm not going to be president and now allow somebody become INEC chairman that is totally against. It's like saying that this government should appoint an obedient as INEC chairman. It's not going to happen. So there are realities in our country that we must face. We will get there one day, I'm sure. But it will take a lot of sweat and tears.
So let Nigeria be happy. Quitters never win.
Yes, and winners
never quit.
I won't forget that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir.
My name is Shola.
Yes.
Ardent listener of yours.
Yes.
Sir, I want to first of all congratulate the President-elect, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu.
Yes.
And I want to congratulate entire Nigerians. You've done a good job. Before now, I remember you brought an astrologer to the station.
Yes.
Pastors too said, election might not hold, election will hold. Some said this person will win, but the other person will lose. But in all of this, we came out and we casted our vote.
Yes.
There might be up and down here and there. But the point here is Nigeria is moving forward, no matter what. We should look at the positives. And then on our own, no leader comes out of us. It comes from among ourselves. On our own, what are we doing? What lessons are we learning? I want to point out some of those things quickly. Number one, during this period, of all the states, I'm not looking at any state, but because I'm in Lagos, check out all the local council government areas, SDAs. They are all branded in APC color. Posters, this. It shouldn't be that. If we are playing neutral, let government offices remain neutral.
Okay.
You understand? If we're going to other states, to a PDP state, it will be like that. And that is the problem we have. And that is why people don't actually trust what is going on. For me, let's look forward.
Okay.
Let's be neutral and let's stay focused.
Sir. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, ma. Who's calling?
My name is Juliet. I'm calling from Malta.
Okay, good morning, Juliet.
Uncle Jimmy, my annoyance is that they use money policy to disturb us, saying that they will not rig an election. That is my annoyance, and they're suffering us. INEC has been the problem of this Nigeria because they can never do the right thing. They gave them 300 and something billion for this thing. Now, look at what they have done. I beg, I'm not even happy at all.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay. Cool down. Take something cold. Take a chill pill. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
One of the things that baffles me is the use of state security agencies. Sorry, my name is Shara from Matobi.
Yes.
It's the use of state apparatus, security agencies, to smash ballot boxes in the glaring eyes of the public.
Yes.
can we bequeath that kind of videos and pictures to our children, that this is the way governance should be? I don't mind failing, I don't mind failing in anything I do, but I want to see the process that shows that I failed. I congratulate the winner. Are you getting it? And then, Jimmy, please, I want you to bring in that Captain Blay again.
How many times?
Please, just maybe you can do it for me personally. So come and tell me.
You saying I should put it on tape and give to you?
Honestly, I don't mind if I have my way. I would like you to bring him back. So please help us explain the national security implication of a stolen mandate.
Okay, all right. I'll think about it, okay? I'll think about it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Happy election. The don't finish.
Yes.
Okay, do you know, I read a lot of holidays. Do you know what the holidays describe this thing?
Do I know what?
The holidays.
Yes.
He says this is a conjurer things. That's when a magician want to do magic. You do some mago like this. You still take this one, time they don't chop you.
I don't know where you're going.
That's what happened. We are robbed.
Oh, that's what you think? You think you were robbed? Well, that's your personal opinion. I mean, it's legitimate. I mean, if you feel you were robbed, it's legitimate. It's legitimate. Hello,
Uncle Jimmy. Good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
My name is Emeka. I'm calling from on my way to trade fair.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's time for us to sheathe our swords.
Yes.
And then plan for the next 4 years, because as it is now and today, there is nothing anybody can do again. The people that had lost the election have even told their fans or their members not to protest. Those fanning the embers of one, saying that hell will break loose, heavens will fall. Please, let's all calm down. We don't know what Bola Tinubu has in store. He might even be the best person for all I care. So let's just embrace and then start mending fences. And then for those that lost, let them start building fences too.
God bless
4
you.
years. 4 years, they had it will come.
Papa is here again. All right. Good morning. Who's calling?
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Wally.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I just want our people to just calm down. Yeah, and the fact is that they should just look at the positive from the election, because from what I'm seeing now, the next election is going to be better than what we have did, because now we have a 3-horse race. Any government know that they can as well be voted out. So we just calm down. We just look ahead to the future. God bless you.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Baba Jimmy. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
My name is Ralph, first time caller.
Yes.
Personally, I'm among those people that didn't like the process and how it came and everything. But honestly, I believe Tinubu will not be what most of us think he's going to be. He's a nice person. I've not met him one-on-one anyway, but I don't know. Something in me keeps telling me that we're heading for a better day. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not being positive, honestly. It has come and gone. We know we have been robbed, and there's nothing we can do about it. But it's only God that gives leadership, that gives power. Comes from God. Whether Magomago process or no Magomago process, it's God that gives power. That's my take.
All right. Okay, so I can take how many more calls? I can take over 2, 3 or so thereabout. More. Okay, fine. Let's take hello. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
This is Tolu calling from Shomolu.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm wondering here, in a country where we cannot guarantee a fair collection of results by INEC, what should be our hope in the next 4 years? How would we be encouraged to go out and vote? A sister of mine said last week that she was not going to vote because she knew INEC already knew who they were going to give the whatever presidency, whatever to. So now that this has set a bad precedent, even if Tinubu turns out to be a good president, how are we going to have faith in our electoral or INEC processing whatever to encourage us enough to vote in the next 4 years in a country where justice is not guaranteed and fair election is not guaranteed? How would we be encouraged? It's not about having Tinubu as the best president. It's about having a fair process when it comes to our election.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
this is very discouraging.
I agree with you, and it really does give food for thought. And I like your thoughts. I like what you have put forward, which is a big challenge, you see, because, okay, we don't want to produce good presidents by accident. Democracy means majority will have their way and minority will have a say. And therefore, we need to find a way to get that process. Now, what we have done so far is to put all science into it. Beavers uploading. If you followed that to the letter, we wouldn't be having this discussion. I'm sure you know that. And something tells me that it's highly unlikely that an INEC chairman would be appointed who doesn't have sympathy for the ruling party. But then you had an INEC chairman when the APC came into power. There was a PDP president, Jonathan, and history has now shown that, to his credit, Jonathan showed more interest in the survival of this country than in he himself being president. Yes, did the APC maneuver anything here? I think time will tell. Though, having said that, usually after the elections, all the bodies that are responsible for all these things will just go to bed and you won't hear anything again. In other countries, everybody will come under the microscope. The INEC chairman, the processes will be made to face committees, and there'll be proper investigation of what has happened. So I like your thoughts, and it's a tough one. As I'm sitting down here, I don't think I can answer that question. Even you that you said it, you can't answer that question.
Justice has to come. This is not the final, as far as I'm concerned. They are not there yet. It has to come for other elections to come through, for us to get out and vote. Even if Obi comes next, if this is not well done or resolved, people are not going to come, because there will be no point bothering to come when you know your votes will.
So would you be suggesting, for example, that Obi should go to court?
Exactly. This is not over. He has to.
Part of I think not that I know that to be honest with you, people are losing faith in Nigeria is becoming a failed state.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because people are even losing faith in the independence of the judiciary. People are not. They are not confident. I'm not confident going to court on any issue, even tenant landlord issue. And that's the reason why I'm not interested in acquiring houses to give out for rent. You can't even get justice at that level. You have a tenant who is a girlfriend to a top politician or whatever. She stays in your house for 4 or 5 years, doesn't pay. You go to court to spend another 5 years, 10 years you don't have it. So that's why I've always said that this one place of abode, this roof that God has provided, I'm not interested in building more houses. The only reason why you build houses is just to tie down your money. If you need a loan from a bank, you go give them the papers. I know people in this country who have houses and nobody is living in them, and they would tell you, it's as bad as that. You can't get justice. You just can't get justice. But I think that, after having said that, as individuals, you must know the country that you live in. Maybe from what I hear, that the Labour Party might not necessarily go to court. Who's going to be providing the money to pay those hefty sums that the SANS ask for? When you have a feeling, not that you have a feeling that justice to a large extent is bought. I remember when they say justice is bought, it's not necessarily by cash. It could also be by influence. The question is, have some of our judges, even their lifestyle, it intimidates us. If you have somebody appointed as judge and then somebody is having a Thanksgiving party for him, that is not the ethics we are talking about.
Then what is that?
We had judges when you think of judges of the past, Justice Elias, Justice Adefarasin, these upright judges, who lived a very, what do you call it, very quiet life. Unlike what you have now. How can you go for send off a Thanksgiving party and then you give a speech? I don't know. As I grow older in this country, I must say that with everything that I see on a day-to-day basis, I begin to lose hope more and more. You're looking. Yes, the man behind this microphone talking to you, he has. If I didn't make if I wasn't determined that I'm not going to be a frustrated old man, Marty Lule, I would have hit the ground since. It's frustrating. Just use my life as a mirror. Right from the Chagari days of 12 2/3, this and that, and so on and so forth, crisis after crisis, military, sick presidents, name it, presidents who can't express themselves. Where are you going to stop? So what I decided, is to make sure that, let me know, I've done a study of the country I'm living in, and I've adjusted my thoughts. But like you rightly said, that is not going to help a country. But we hope that at some point there will be a miracle and something will happen.
We are praying God of righteousness to reign in this country.
Amen. I say an amen to that. And thank you for allowing me to express my inner feelings, at least for once. You caught me off guard, so I was able to. In all honesty, madam, I am worried. I am very worried when I see how other countries have. Every time I think of Rwanda, I feel worried. That's an African country. Where was Rwanda when we were growing up? But look at them now. I'm worried.
Something that leads a nation. I don't know where we are heading to with this kind of system.
I honestly don't know. Look at South Africa. You fought for apartheid and produced leaders that provide a worse life than the white people who you accuse of apartheid. What kind of nonsense is that? Thank you very much, madam. What's her name again? She's gone. Okay. 9:50. One last call. Hello. Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Yeah, Uncle Jimmy, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, how are you today? Yeah, this is Biodun calling from Ojo.
Don't ask me how am I. Just talk, I beg.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Biodun is the first time caller anyway.
Okay.
I'm glad that this election has come and gone, to be honest with you. And I'm also glad that we have a president-elect.
Okay.
I mean, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, GCFR.
Yes.
Let me add that to it.
No, he has not been sworn in.
Don't worry, he's going to be sworn in by his grace.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay. There is something I need to add to the contribution so far. We can only have a government in place when we have a country. We all complain about the process that led to the emergence of Asiwaju. In some places, it was flawed. In so many other places, the election went well. But like I said, we thank God we have a president in place. But we need to accept the outcome of the election. If you have a problem with it, my suggestion would be people should go to court. We shouldn't say because we don't have faith or we don't have trust in the judicial process in Nigeria, then we should truncate the electoral process. That would be undermining the integrity of the Nigerian state. One other thing that I need to quickly add to it is that in the course of the election, and even up to now, I've had calls to interrogate a couple of Fraser conjectures, if I can use that word. Let's do the right thing. The right thing has to be done.
Okay, so sorry, Oga, I'll have to cut you short because we leave anytime from now. But let me quickly add that the reason why people sometimes don't want to go to court, why sometimes don't want to go to court in their thinking, is that they don't want to legitimize a wrongdoing. If you know that if you go to court, the courts are influenced, they give judgment and then legitimize the major reason why you went to court. I think when they look at it, they might have a point. But that's where we'll end it for today. We'll be back again tomorrow, 9 o'clock. The Daily Digest will be back 9 o'clock. It's a pity we missed Dear Bumi for today. But if I can smuggle it and arrange it, I'll see maybe we can do Dear Bumi like maybe on Friday or Saturday, just to at least to cool our minds a little bit. Be up and doing, keep your thoughts alive. It's not the end of the world. Maybe it's even just another beginning. I'll see you tomorrow at 9.
Every day, news break.
The Nigerian Communications Commission has ordered mobile network operators
shaping our present and the future.
Don't arrest me. You said it can't block anything.
The vast majority of men and women of the police force are hardworking and diligent in performing their duties.
Policies and its makers.
I have been